and his entire team, members of the Archaeological Survey of India and my team here, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude to Her Excellency Dr. Phumsakona, Minister of Culture, Fine Arts of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and Dr. Hang Pu for organizing and hosting this inauguration ceremony of the Ramayana conservation of the Ramayana murals at the Wat Rajabo temple here. I must congratulate all of you for this beautiful and elegant little ceremony that you have organized here today. With this step, India and Cambodia have gone one further step ahead in strengthening our cultural and civilizational heritage linkages, which have long-standing history since even before 1st century. The Government of India is indeed proud to announce its support for the conservation and restoration project of Wat Rajabo, a historical and living temple located in the heart of Siem Reap in Cambodia. Excellencies and friends, this initiative is aimed at promoting cultural exchanges and strengthening the bonds between two civilization sister countries, India and Cambodia. And as you're aware, Ramayana and its stories form a living and organic linkage between the people of Cambodia and India, as Ramayana lives even today in the hearts and minds of the people of both countries. Wat Rajabo holds a great historical and significant cultural cultural importance because it links India and Cambodia through Ramayana. Ramayana in form of Rimkir, which means glory of Rama, is one of the national epics of Cambodia as I understand it, and serves as an inspiration for various genres of performing arts in Cambodia, such as the Royal Cambodian Ballet, the masks, dance, the puppet shows, etc. Similarly, Ramayana is also played in various forms in India during Ram Navami, the birth of Rama, a very big festival in India, as well as in many performing arts, whether they are classical or they are folk. Ramayana has a great influence over the minds and hearts of people. The epic tale of Ramayana indicates and teaches us about loyalty, trust, value, love, and form of drama, and has transversed borders from India across all of Southeast Asia and now even across the globe. For this reason, we believe that this cultural heritage of emanating from India and having been preserved and even adopted in their various original and vernacular formats throughout Southeast Asia has to be preserved and has to be conserved in every way that the Government of India can support. For this reason, we have been able to focus our attention on many ways to promote people-to-people linkages through Ramayana, such as conducting Ramayana festivals between India and Southeast Asian countries, documentation of Ramayana architecture and Ramayana literature. And nowhere in the world is Ramayana so beautifully depicted as it is in Angkor Wat, and therefore Cambodia and Siem Reap become a special place for the continuation of the heritage of Ramayana. And for this reason, this particular project of conserving the murals of Wat Rajabo is very close to our heart, and also is part of Government of India's policies to connect people through Ramayana. For this reason, the Government of India is also planning and working on developing a Ramayana tourist circuit connecting the important sites related to Ramayana in countries such as Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam and Indonesia. And just recently, the Indian Railways has announced a tour from Ayodhya to Angkor, which can take people around in India through the rail and then bring them to Cambodia, Vietnam and Laos to show the Ramayana linkages in these sister countries. By promoting the Ramayana circuit, India hopes to boost tourism, create employment opportunities, and most importantly, foster cultural relationship between our ASEAN sister countries. It's of course an effort to show India's rich cultural heritage and its strong ties with Southeast Asia. In this connection, Wat Rajabo not only preserves the architectural value of the temple complex, but celebrates the shared heritage and influence of Ramayana in both Indian and Cambodian culture. The Wat Rajabo temple stands tall and beautiful. However, when we visited the temple in 2021 and we observed that with the passage of time and combining the environmental factors, the Ramayana murals were not in a good condition. We initiated along with the Apsara authorities who have been working on this project and undertaking studies since 2014 that we were ready to work on this project, and I personally took interest to make sure that this project is pushed through as soon as possible through the Indian governmental system. And I'm very happy to see that during my mandate here we have been able to bring it to this stage where we are today inaugurating the project. I feel personally very happy and satisfied that we have been able to undertake this very small but important project and a new area of conservation heritage, of mural conservation. So far we have worked more on conservation on the stone and of course also we have worked on research, but I believe, if I'm not wrong, this is our first project on mural conservation in Cambodia. So I feel very proud to leave this small legacy behind before I leave this beautiful country, which has been my home for 3 years now. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is heartening to note how religions emanating from India, the great religions of Buddhism and Hinduism, which are coexisting together in Cambodia so beautifully. We just started by a prayer to the Lord Buddha, and we are going to see the Hindu Ramayana epic now being conserved in a living Buddhist pagoda. This is the syncretic and the syncretic nature of our culture that has kept these great religions alive and beautifully working together in our countries. This, I feel, is the beauty of our cultures, both Indian and Cambodian. And it is so heartening also to see some of these traditions that we have lost in India, and they are still being preserved in your country. So I thank you for this proud association with your ministry, Your Excellency, and we have always worked very cordially together and have achieved a lot since the time of the fall of the Khmer Rouge. India has been your partner in conserving the common cultural heritage that binds our countries together, and we will continue to be our partner and your partner. And I thank you for your commitment to conserving our shared heritage and our shared culture that is actually a global common good and not just yours and mine. By protecting Wat Rajabo, we honor our past and we enrich our present and secure a bright future for our generations to come that can be proud of what our civilizations and nations have achieved together through this syncretic work. Last but not least, let me take the opportunity also to thank my ASI team here who have been working so well with the Apsara Authority in the cultural heritage conservation field, making us proud of India and proud of our collaboration between India and Cambodia. Thank you, Apsara. Thank you, Dr. Han Kaur. And thank you, Minister, Excellency, for giving your time for this small yet important project that we start today and we undertake today. So Markun, thank you.
សូមក្រាបថ្វាយបង្គំព្រះថេរានុថេរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គជាទីគោរពសក្ការៈដ៏ខ្ពស់ដែលទ្រង់គង់មានជីវិតមាននៅក្នុងឱកាសនេះ Her Excellency Dr. Devyani Khobragat, Ambassador of India to Cambodia. Excellencies,លោកជំទាវ distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you all. With the presence of the venerable monks, we are very blessed to have ourselves involved in the mural painting conservation and restoration project here in a very prestigious and noble pagoda. First of all, allow me to recall some historical facts that show this pagoda withstood the time. Built in the 18th century, the architectural and decorative designs featured in the pagoda, which in Khmer style, have always been outstanding and represent the masterpiece, genuine human creativity, and richness of Khmer cultural heritage. The pagoda was listed onto Cambodian National Heritage on 25th November 2005. The pagoda, if we closely look at the structure of the here, one could clearly see that the Khmer architectural identity are being expressed on the roof, the pediment, the door, the window, the mural painting themselves. For the mural painting, there are 157 pieces depicting the life of Lord Buddha, the story of Ramayana, different scenes of hell and heaven, and people's daily life. The current state of this painting, it is not in the good condition, facing imminent threat of decay and requires immediate restoration. Dear Ambassadors, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Government of Cambodia and the Government of India signed a financing agreement on 12 November 2022, representing each government by myself and Her Excellency Dr. Devyani Khobragat during the official visit of His Excellency Mr. Sri Yadip Dhankar, Vice President of India. It is now slightly over a year for us to be able to undertake our commitment highlighted in the financing agreement. Despite the slow road we are taking due to the circumstances, I personally highly believe that our commitment to safeguard this meaningful and valuable painting remains strong. Moreover, this project will lead us together challenge which see Cambodia and India celebrate more than 70 years of cordial diplomatic relation. Let this project be another step to strengthen our cultural connectivity and bolster greater cultural cooperation between the two countries. I would like to say also my appreciation directly with Her Excellency, the Ambassador, because this project that we can see today cannot be happen without your initiative, your support. So that we're talking a lot about that. I'm so that, what we say, during many years that you stay in Cambodia, many discuss and also project has been done. We also looking not only the privacy of Ramayana, but also the textile museum on the way to the on the way to reorganization to become like a symbol of India and Ganga and Mekong countries. Let me talk about the very important Ramayana in our life. You say, Excellency, that Ramayana it is the epic, very famous, not only in India but around the world. I can say now, not only in Asia now, but more and more our colleagues in Europe start to interest about the Ramayana. So Ramayana not only the history or epic, just to listen very good story, but also if we are profound looking into the history, we can find the nature of human. We can find the loyalty of women like Sita, and also another lesson learned for our young generation and every generation. And why I think that if Ramayana still exists, it's long with the history of humankind. It's not by hazard. It's because they describe the daily life, the nature of human being. So why they are still with us every day and for a long time. I would like to say also this ceremony today, it is the legacy of Indian and yourself also, Ambassador, but also for Indian people and your government, because Angkor, it is a place that many Indian tourists come to visit. And now you left another place that I hope that many Indian tourists will come to Rawat to see. They went and will go to the temple of Taprum, that been restored by Indian team. Every time we are so proud also with you, every ICC Angkor, so proud with the result of restoration of Taprum. And now I think that on the near future, we will so proud also to show everyone about the restoration of Wat Dejabo. But Ramayana is so important. It is the soul not only for Indian people. It is the soul of our Khmer people and also the soul of Asian people. And why I'm so really say admire the genuine of the Indian people who write it. When we read Ramayana and Mahabharata, when I read it, I say, how is the philosophy? They are so profound that still, actualized today. Not like you write it 1,000 years ago, but when we read it, we say, it is nowadays. You can use it for your daily life, like advice for your heart, for yourself and your generation also. So that Ambassador, I think that the civilization of Indian is so great. It will influence a lot in Southeast Asian and Asia or around the world. So that we are happy that today we can restore our mural painting. It is the heritage of Cambodian also, but be sure that also the heritage of Indian and around the world. Ambassador, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned above, Wat Dejabo was listed onto the Cambodian National Heritage since 2005. And it's not the first time that major safeguarding intervention taken at Wat Dejabo. From 2014 and 2020, Apsara National Authority was able to mobilize financial support by public funds and private donors, and implemented a series of conservation programs to restore the window, the door, big and small Buddha statue, the pedestal, the column, the roof, the pediment, pedestal, and the foundation of the vihara. The last intervention, Apsara National Authority has with Wat Dejabo is this the dining hall. Yes, it is so that you can see now, but many years ago when I come, it's so on a difficult situation. So thank you for the Apsara Authority. And I think that what is go in the near future will become one of attract center, not only for tourists but also for our Khmer people to come here to pray, to learn a lot about the philosophy of our Buddha, Lord Buddha, and also the history of Ramayana, the humankind, nature of humankind. With all the successive conservation program and including our current project, I wish to make official announcement to put into public use of the Vihara and the dining hall of the Wat Dechabo. I wish also to declare the start of the mural painting conservation and restoration at Wat Dechabo, implemented by Apsara National Authority and financed by the government of India. So once again, thank you for joining us today, and may I wish you all with 4 gems of Buddha blessing, longevity, nobility, health, and strength. Thank you very much for your kind attention.